right, check it out. We got M on the line right now. M, hello, you're on 955.
Beau Diddley. Hey, Beau, what's up, man? It's Marshall.
Marshal, it's great to have you back on Channel 955, my man.
It's good to be back, buddy.
Really hyped up about your show tonight, your private concert with 955. What have you been doing to get ready for the show?
Rehearsing.
Really, today?
Drinking a lot of Red Bull, yes.
Well, I got to tell you something. You look great. You look like you're in the best shape ever. What have you been doing to get back in shape, to get cut?
Oh, thanks. I run a lot.
You got a personal trainer working on you or what? What's going on with that?
No, well, I mean, I do. I've kind of had a personal trainer off and on to, like, you know, I do like a little bit of core training and things like that. But I have a trainer that you know, when I need to get in shape for videos or whatever, like I'll see him for a couple of weeks before I got to do it. But I basically just like maintain by just running a lot.
You know, I've been in this market a long time. I worked for a radio station back in the day called WHYT 96.3 GMs.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Were you going to ask me? Go ahead. What were you going to ask?
I was just going to say, you used to be Beau the Jammer, right?
Right, Beau the Jammer. Absolutely right.
With like Joe Mama and...
Yeah, like, Joe Mama, Lisa.
Yeah, I used to come up there a lot for, what was it, open mic Friday nights?
Right, the mix show and stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
and we would like record in the little studio there and then go on the air and, you know, play whatever we just recorded.
So do you think that's where you got your start, or who discovered you? Where do you think it all began?
Well, I think it probably all began around the time that I was doing 96.3. I was doing it with a group called Basement Productions.
Right.
It started out like every Friday, and then as more people started calling up there and stuff like that, it was, you know, it became more, you know, as it got more popular or whatever, we were kind of on the schedule a little bit less each week because, you know, the schedule was getting so full. But there was one particular time that we went up there and we recorded a song, played it on the air, and a guy named Mark Bass called up to the radio station and said, who was that you just played? And it was a song, I think it was a song called Crackers and Cheese. We ended up meeting that guy and going to his house, and from there we signed a little production deal, and then, I mean, I think everyone knows the story after that.
Right.
We kind of were with the Bass Brothers for a long time.
Wow.
You know?
That was the beginning. I got to tell you, man, your rhymes and flow are as tight as ever, man. I mean, you sound incredible.
Oh, thanks, man.
Relapse seems to be such a personal album for you. Much of it's very dark. Did you write some of these songs during your addiction?
I wrote one. There's actually only one record that I left on there when I was actually using, and it's called Beautiful.
That is my favorite track.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I was actually in rehab. I wrote like the first verse and half of the second one while I was sitting in detox in rehab in 2005. And when I got out, I ended up finishing it or whatever. But, you know, it's one of them songs that kind of reminds me of just personal things that I was going through at that moment. And it's kind of like a time capsule for me to kind of look back and, you know. But I felt like it was a powerful song in the sense of, you know, maybe it's motivational or whatever, you know what I mean? And I produced the track with a guy named Jeff Bass, one of the Bass Brothers or whatever.
Marshall, that track is amazing. When that song first leaked, we put that on the air here at Channel 955. I've never seen the response for a song like that. People were calling in. I had ladies crying, saying they were so touched about it. Guys were calling in saying, this is what we've been waiting for. I got to tell you, in my opinion, that is a special track that's guaranteed #1. I had seen the first week it went #2 on iTunes. Is that possibly your next single?
Yeah, possibly. It's looking like it's swaying that way. So, I mean, I can't give 100% yet, definite, but I'm pretty sure that that's probably what it's going to be. So,
I tell you what, let's play that song again for everybody right now because it's such a special track. We got more of Eminem coming up on Channel 955, and we're going to talk to him about his addictions. Hang on. More of Eminem on the way.
Lately